Okay, so let me get this straight. I'm a 15-year-old girl who lives in New Zealand, but when this took place, I was around 12 years old. In 2016, a couple of days before Christmas, the worst thing happened to us. We found out that my aunt died, which was on my dad's side of the family, and they were very close. She was a jockey and she fell off of the horse and it crushed her. Oh, and her favorite thing was the smell of lilies, flowers. This will help you better understand what happens later. About 2 years after her death, we visited her grave again for Christmas. We have been here to see her many times, but this time it felt different in a way. The air was heavy, and I got this wave of dread that was so overwhelming that I had to stay in the car for a bit. Now, once I thought that the bad feeling had passed, I calmed down. I decided to hop out and take a look around the cemetery. And as I was doing so, I smelt a familiar smell, like the smell of lilies. And at first it was comforting in a way, but then I felt like I was being watched. But like I could tell that whatever that was watching me didn't want me to be here, like I needed to leave. So I listened to my gut feeling and booked it back to the rest of my family. Not shortly after, once we were all in the car driving back, we saw that there was something in the middle of the road, so we stopped. But the longer we stared at it, the more we realized that it was my aunt, and she looked worried. And just a couple of seconds later, a car comes flying by at full speed, and then she disappeared. I'll tell you now that scared the hell out of me, and I couldn't sleep that night, but the longer I think about it, the more I realize that she saved us that day, and that she really is looking over us. Thank you for reading this. I just want to get it off of my chest. I know you probably won't believe me because, well, I wouldn't if I heard it. But it really is 110% real, and to this day it is still vividly stuck in my head.